What is happening, everyone? Vault Hunter here. Let's play more Horizon Forbidden West. I'm super excited to get back into this, so let's go. So last time we left off, we killed all the bristlebacks out of that valley. So now we just have to talk to Olvund to get the whistle blown so we can get this embassy on the road. Let's go down and talk to him. I think while I'm down here too, I'll pick up his side quest.
We are on the same side here, Olvund. What do you want, Olvund? Some kind of payment?
My dear magistrate, you think I can be bought?
Or maybe not necessarily as a side quest, but
that whistle
a side
blown, all
quest
you
down
have to
here.
do is have your soldiers remove the bristlebacks and sign the concession decree. Face it, what other choice do you have?
Hi.
Savior, what auspicious timing. Might we discuss a matter of importance to the Sundom?
We might. Later.
Very well. I shall be waiting.
So, the savior herself, Walloper of Derval, gutter of youth.
Maybe.
I've heard many tales of your beauty and heroics, my fierce lady warrior. Olvund Freeholder, at your service. So, what could have dragged you away from the fine silks and wine of Meridian to this smudge of a settlement? Your saviorly attention must be needed elsewhere.
I'm here for the embassy and...
The embassy? Why, by the forge. Ah. Greater gears for greater matters. Guess that means you'll be moving on.
Once I've dealt with any problems around here that need my saviorly attention.
Ah, the bristlebacks, of course. Got to get rid of them if you want that embassy to take place. Well,
Already done, buddy.
best get to it, hey? And off you go.
Not so fast. You don't seem to have a high opinion of the magistrate?
Well, I refuse to play nice to some fancy-robed parchment pusher when my fellow laborers are being bullied, intimidated, and taken advantage of.
How noble of you.
Noble, ha! Born with a hammer in hand, I was. Nobody handed me anything or dropped opportunity into my lap. Everything I've achieved, I've done on my own.
And where is this hammer now?
The burden of leadership forced me to set it aside. The Carja risk nothing, while demanding that good Osseram gamble with their lives out there. Someone had to step up and say no more.
What about this work
You ordered
stoppage?
the work stoppage?
Indeed I did. We're laborers, not soldiers. Until the Carja clean up their mess and give us the fair deal we deserve, I'm not risking Osseram lives.
Fair deal? You mean your concession decree?
It's not my decree. It's on behalf of all the good Osseram laborers of this land who do all the back-breaking work, while only the Carja reap the rewards. All we're asking for is the ability to share in this prosperity for a land worked by the people, for the people.
Right. Then just how much would be your share?
Only an amount appropriate to my contributions to this community, of course.
If Chainscrape is on Carja land, shouldn't a Carja be in charge? Who appointed you?
The sensibilities of good Osseram folk, of course. You think a Carja can head this whole venture? Ah! The magistrate can barely make the trek from Barren Light without losing a few screws.
So you have no real authority then? People only follow you because you say so. Loudly.
Anyone who has followers has authority. I've been with Chainscrape from the beginning. I mean, I'm practically its founder, and its honest folk know I'm indispensable to its success.
You said you founded Chainscrape. Somehow I doubt that.
Practically founded.
Everybody doubts that.
I alone saw its potential when it was just a smattering of tents in Barren Light's shadow. I invested in the mine, convinced some friends back home to do the same, and here we are. You could say Chainscrape is what it is thanks to me.
Oh, so you're not just standing around and profiting off everyone else?
Not at all. Sure, I make a little return on my investment here and there, but my main priority, as it was from the beginning, is to look after the well-being of these honest, working Osram.
Covered all that. So
I cleared out all the
blow the
bristlebacks.
whistle.
Oh, you did?
Now that you've recovered from your shock, time to blow the whistle.
Oh, there, not so fast. I'll have to send someone out to confirm the kills. Make sure the valley is safe.
She should throw a bristle back
Shouldn't
head
take more than a
down at
day
the feet. That'd be awesome.
or two.
No.
Like, here's your
Blow
proof.
the whistle now.
These are innocent Osram lives we're talking about here. Surely the delay...
Either you do it now, or I will.
Ah, I knew you could do it! Friends, gather around. The savior of Meridian has done it again.
What?
The bristlebacks are defeated. You,
What?
sound the whistle. Chain Scrape is open for business.
Terrific. Yay.
And
They're all, like, drinking.
Olvend has agreed
Yay.
to personally pay every worker their lost wages.
Yeah,
That's more like it.
yeah. Woo,
I see. That's what gets them more excited. Yep.
yeah. Don't you have an embassy to get to?
Yeah, I guess I do.
Merchants are now available. Yay!
Now the chain scrape's back to work. Merchants should be open to trade.
I can buy stuff.
I should see if they have
Sell
anything
stuff.
useful before I
Brought out only the
cart
good
Real
stuff.
quick, and just want to see what they have.
Seeing as you got that whistleblower.
He's in the tavern.
Hey, I've been waiting to get my lucky hammer fixed for days.
You haven't done anything useful like getting rid of any bristlebacks, though, have you? Take your time.
I mean, to be fair,
promise
she
you
probably
won't be
could have if she had her hammer, but. Okay, sell. I'm gonna sell. Let's sell all the Mark you. Oh yeah.
Come back anytime.
Now can I get this fixed?
I can fix your tools. Afraid there's no fixing you.
Sweet burn. Okay. I'll probably visit the shops later. More off recording. There's our stash. This is a new feature in this game, which I think is kind of cool. This is stash is where you can find all your, you can store stuff, or this is all the where all the resources you can pick up. Oops. But you can store resources, you can store tools that you're not using to make room into your inventory. Strike pieces. I think this is part of the edition that I bought, so I'll just take that. It has weapons and outfits you can buy there or store in there too, and take and whatnot.
Looks like the
So yeah, I
charred
thought the
remains of
stash was
shop.
kind of a pretty good
Might have been
addition to this
Thoris's.
game. Inventory management sometimes was a bear, the first one.
You heard the whistle. Time to go.
But I was supposed to have 3 escorts.
I'm off to Baron Lightbodies. Like Aloy said,
Excuse me.
captain's orders. You can stay here.
Abandoned to the riffraff? I think not.
Guess you're coming with me then. See you there, Aloy.
I think the guy's kind of tired of that sun priest. He's like, yeah, see ya. You either coming with me or not.
Well, now that that's done,
Completed to the
embassy
brink.
can finally get underway. If I can get through it, I'll be able to track down Silence, Hades,
Outfits, armor.
maybe even a Gaia backup. Guess I could head straight for Baron Light. Or poke around the Daunt some more first. And maybe take Petra up on that drink.
Let's go do that. Let's go take Petra up on that drink. Petra is a cool character. I liked her from the first one. I think she's in here. First, let's get this side quest from this cook. This open up like the chef making food for us and stuff.
Mildef. I took some of your stew last time I went into the wilds. Kept me going for a week. Felt like I could have put a strider in a sleeper hole.
Enjoy it while it lasts.
Sounds like you're serving up some impressive provisions here.
Not again. You can have the discount
Yeah,
too,
Aloy,
but
just
you'll
pick
have
up
to
the
come
food and
back
touch
later.
it with your
I
fingers.
think you have me confused with someone else.
Oven didn't send you?
No.
Oh, my apologies. It's just that his minions won't stop pestering me. Now I've even worn out my special grill. Since I'm in the midst of a crisis, perhaps you could skip to what it is you wanted?
Some of your food?
Of course.
Are Ulvin's people causing you problems?
Oh, yeah.
Should I put an arrow on them?
Constantly demand my best, but the equipment I need to make my signature dishes isn't built for batch cooking. And don't get me started on the Ulvin discount they feel so entitled to.
And if you refuse?
I make meals, no trouble.
How did you end up in Chainscrape?
Heard about a new and upcoming town at the edge of the frontier. Where there's a town, there's a tavern. I was in need of work. So I got myself out here and started cooking. Some of these people had never tasted proper boars and berries stew before. Anyway, next thing I knew, people kept coming back. Guess they liked my food. Or the ale.
Your last customer mentioned your cooking really kept him going out in the wild. Where I'm headed, I could use some of that.
I would be happy to oblige, especially since you have the decency to ask pleasantly. But my special groove griddle is no more. Without it, I can't cook any of my signature dishes. I hate to think what'll happen when I'm forced to refuse Ulvin or his goons. Even if I already had the right ingredients, there's nothing I can do. Unless you can source me a temporary replacement?
What do you need?
For the ingredients, a few pieces of decent wild meat, and I'd say a big handful of bitter leaf stems. That'll do. As for the griddle, a corrugated metal panel might suffice until I can have a new one forged. You'd likely find one in a scrounger pile, if you follow the river to the northeast. Don't worry, I'll clean it first. You'll have no issue finding boars and bitter leaf on your way. Assuming you're as much a hunter-gatherer as your clothing suggests.
Thanks, Mildef. I'll keep an eye out.
So that's what gratitude sounds like.
Don't
Poor
let
guy.
anyone push you around, okay?
If you say so.
If they do, just tell Aloy.
Already got enough meat and bitter leaf.
Oh yeah.
Just need to grab a metal panel from the scrounger pile.
Okay, so this
No one wants to play
is
strike.
the Machine Strike
No?
game. I will
Anyway.
probably cover, do like a little tutorial video on that later, so I won't cover it in this video, but
Come for
It's
that
up to
beer
Petra.
after all, eh? Here, sit down. Get a pint in her hand. Wasn't expecting you to swing by.
Since when do I do what's expected?
There's that spark. Fire and spit.
Fire and spit.
That's a blast from the bellows. Won't fix the forge, but at least I can forget about my troubles for a while.
Like what?
Well, things aren't as bad since you got this place running again. But we still got Ulvin grating the gears about his concession decree. If you don't put that down, I'll come over there and show you how that game ends. Anyway, right now, I'm just worried about those refugees out from Sunfall.
poor guy.
To come all this way enduring Forge knows what.
Shadow Carja refugees. What are they doing in the Daunt?
Looking for a new home, I gather. They're camped out by an old trailhead, southwest of here. And therein lies the problem. A Stormbird crashed up on the cliffs last week, and Talon Cleanbrokers had his eye on the salvage ever since. But the refugees have barred entrance. Mustn't interrupt their sun-scorched ritual. Something about finding a twilight path.
Huh. I never heard them talk about that before.
Yeah, well, these particular Shadow Karja are an odd bunch. But overall, they're peaceful folk. Not that it matters to Talon. He'll crack some heads to get to that salvage. Maybe you could swing by, convince him to set up camp somewhere else?
So the bristlebacks in the Daunt. Where did they come from?
That's the thing. No one rightly knows. They just showed up one day, rampaging around the valley like they exploded out of a forge. Lost some good people. But bless the bellows, you cleared them out and got this place working again. That put a dent in Ulvin's plans. Now, if only there were some way to smash them all together and run them out of town.
But how could bristlebacks in the Daunt help Ulvin?
2 words. Concession decree. Since no one knows where the bristlebacks came from, Ulvin has taken to blaming the Karja for them. He's hoping to dig up enough old resentments to get a strike going until the concession's signed. This is just his latest attempt. He's been trying to rile up the workers since the day he rolled into town.
And people actually believe him?
Lots of folks suffered at the hands of the Mad King during the Red Raids. Give him half a reason, they'll blame the Karja for anything.
Damn Karja slavers.
I thought you'd be back in Freeheap.
Well, after the big battle at Meridian, I went back. But realized it was running smooth. Didn't need me. Heard about the rebuilding out at Barren Light. Figured they could use another hammer. Been scraping by ever since.
You could always leave.
And go back east? Nah. I ain't one to leave a lit forge. Besides, someone's gotta be a squeaky wheel for the workers around here.
What else can you tell me about the Shadow Karja refugees?
Well, they don't call themselves Shadow Karja for one. At least, not anymore. They're some other brand of sun-crazed. But whatever side of the sun they're on, they're peaceful through and through. Don't seem to want for nothing except a place to live, pray, and just enough food to keep from starving.
So they're just camped outside by a trail, blocking entry to a wrecked Stormbird, waiting for what exactly?
Don't rightly know, but I'll tell you this. Should they ever wise up and salvage it, a Stormbird heart is worth a lot. And if they get there first, then by Ostrom law, it's theirs. Not that Tolan Cleanbrokers ever lost sleep over any law-breaking.
Tolan Cleanbroker?
Who's this Toland Cleanbroker?
Just some chuff-huffing pondsman. Got a shop here in town. Lived in Chainscrape since there was a Chainscrape. He and Ulvin go back a ways. Like a pair of coals and a campfire, those two.
So Toland works for Ulvin?
Ha! Ulvin might think so, but Toland scrapes up his own scams. And he ain't the type to let a few refugees get between him and Stormbird salvage.
Let's talk about Ulvin.
So about Ulvin.
Around here, everything's about Ulvin.
How'd he end up in charge?
He got here early, like a squirrel smelling a fat nut. He knew rebuilding Barren Light would need stone and timber. So he jangled purses all over Mainspring, getting investors to front claims on anything in the Daunt that might be worth a damn. Thing is, all the bankers back home know that this is Karja land, and the Sun King can revoke those claims at any time. That's why he's desperate for the magistrate to sign off on a concession decree.
This concession decree, what is it exactly? And how would it help Ulvin?
It's pig diddle, that's what.
A writ that would put all Osram claims in the Daunt under Osram law, even though they're on Karja land. It would mean that any existing ore, stone, and timber claims couldn't be revoked by the Karja. No more risk, no more hesitation for investors back in the claim to pour in the shards and expand their business. And since Ulvin has a stake in all those claims, it would make him richer than a scrapper in a junk heap. Not to mention Chainscrape would become an Osram municipality, so he could buy enough votes to call himself an elderman. He's a sly old badger, I'll give him that. Figures if he keeps up the pressure, eventually the magistrate will sign.
Well, if I'm up that way, I'll talk to the refugees. Try to convince them to move.
Much appreciated. They have it rough. Don't need Talon making it rougher.
Petra said Talon
Hey,
has
Ray.
a shop here in Chainscrape.
Fancy a game
I
of
should have a word with him first.
Okay. There's one more side mission I can grab here real quick. And then we'll...
I'm sorry, I'll be right with you.
Okay, I'm not saying it's a bad idea. I'm saying it's overkill.
It's a weapon. Kill is the point. Not if it blows the user's arm off.
Oh, just stop talking.
Where are we? Ah! So, you look like someone who's always searching for a new weapon. Am I right?
Actually,
But you're just nuts. I am with a customer.
I'm not a customer.
I got it. Triple the powder. It'll blow a strider sky high. Ba-boom. One shot kill. Guaranteed.
Maybe I am.
Then you are
Yeah,
in the
maybe I'm
right place at
interested.
the right time, Red. How would you like to be the proud owner of the world's first machine-enhanced,
Explosive. Done in one. Machine wrecking.
yet perfectly safe, javelin thrower?
Ooh, javelin throwers.
Are you two from around here?
Nah, the claim. Dad sent us out west in search of some unknown opportunity. Said we'll know it when we see it.
Sounds like you had other ideas.
Let's just say that opening another trading post for my parents isn't how I want to make my mark in this world.
Did she just drink that?
I imagine traveling alone must be nice.
So she's your partner?
My apprentice and my sister. She's why we're out here. There was an incident. Another incident.
Involving explosives?
Ba-boom.
And Dad's precious homebrew. He shipped us out the next day.
Huh.
About
Tell
this
me more
weapon.
about this weapon of yours.
Saw a scroll when I was a kid by some Karja scholar who wandered out west. Had a scary drawing of a Tenakth warrior hunting with a kind of javelin thrower. Effective? Yes. Basic? Undoubtedly. But coming out here made me remember it, and I'm on the brink of vastly improving the tool's archaic design.
Whereas I will perfect it.
I can use machine parts to enhance the user's throw, increase the projectile's velocity. Well, Boomer here is adamant that enhancing the projectile is better, namely with explosive tips.
Boomsticks.
Why not both?
That could work. There's one small snag. I need the parts to make the first working model.
Well,
Sure.
For starters, I'll need charger horns. Intact.
Easy.
Yeah, that. Just be sure to shoot them off before the machine goes down. Otherwise, they break. But the real innovation, and keep it to yourself, is a fang horn rib.
There's a mean one east of here. Blow it sky high.
Boomer! You get him for me. It's yours. My treat.
You have a deal.
Now, let's look at that quest, because I kind of want that weapon. Charger horns, level 7. I'm level 5. That might be complicated, but I kind of want to try it still. Actually, let's... Okay, that Fanghorn rib. Okay, let's do the chargers first. I know chargers aren't too bad to take down.
I could get around faster if I find a charger to override. I can override one of these chargers. I have to go in quiet, so I won't
But I'm not gonna override it. I need to destroy him. Okay.
There's a horn.
Yeah. Yeah. You guys can leave. Now let's take this guy out first. I'm sure the charger's gonna come. Oh, yep, that one's like. I just need. Oops.
I need ammo first.
Oop. That hurt. That hurt. Bad. Oh jeez. I was gonna try and dodge him. Yeah. You know how that worked out. Let's take another berry. Okay, let's get those horns.
I should have enough charger horns for Della and Boomer now. Just need a rib from that fang horn they were talking about.
Okay guys, I just need one of you guys for a ride. I don't want that busted up one. Yeah.
Come on.
Oops. Mount. Oh, good. You can still gather. Last game, that was actual skill that you had to get. Okay. How do you get the charge and move faster?
Looks like a landslide. Scary raiders.
Yeah. Kick to the face. Kick to the face. Oops. There we go. X gets him going faster. It's like, how in the heck? Okay. Well.
Damn it! There's the thing. Gonna have to take it down to get its rib.
That thing horn? Okay, that's it.
Down it goes. Should be able to purchase the table.
No more fire.
Yeah. Excuse me. That will take her. So do you like...
Got everything I need for Della and Boomer.
Nice.
To see about that weapon of theirs.
Just need the... Oop. Verdant bloom, huh? That's another blue chest over here. What is this? Green shine.
A gemstone. It's green like blaze, but it's hard and shiny.
So I think they kind of took that from the DLC from the last game, where you had to use that special. Let's see, green shine, a rare and valuable resource hidden all over the world. Can be used for upgrading weapons and outfits. Yeah. In the DLC, that's you had to use it wasn't called green shine, but there's a blue crystal that you gotta collect and use to buy weapons. So kind of taking that concept and I suppose expanding on it in this game, which is kind of cool. Get some of this stuff because I know the chef. Let's go get that javelin thrower. Or if you can repair, you can on things. Okay guys, I have your stuff. Give me that fancy new weapon.
I know that look. You've got all the parts, haven't you?
I do.
Here you go.
Outstanding! I only need a few minutes to finish the prototype.
I'll take the version that won't blow my arms off. Thanks.
She's like,
Hi.
that version doesn't exist.
So did you blow up any machines to get the parts? Or any bandits?
You really like explosions, huh?
Here we go.
With the boomsticks?
Oh, you betcha.
Is it safe?
Probably. Can I have one?
No!
Is it safe? Probably.
Because we're gonna make you something even better.
Ba-boom!
Spike throwers launch powerful projectiles that can hit enemies at long range. Due to their long build-up, they have slow rate of fire and cannot be used while jumping or crouching. Spikes must be thrown at full draw in order to penetrate armor. Let's test this bad boy out. Oops. Okay. Just test it out, or we'll do this other errand where we have to dash courage just to open up our food. We have like 8 skill points. I should probably spend them. Yeah, so I got all the meat and the bitter leaf. All I gotta do is go to...
Need to get off this thing and walk.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry, Charger boy. They don't let your kind in here.
Be welcome out there, friend.
Joke's on them. I can actually call my mouth. Although you probably won't be happy, man. It's like, hey, they won't let me in? Here it comes. I'm going the right way. I actually think I passed this site, like coming back to this place. There's more. There's another. Bang horn, or what we call them. Might be good to kind of get off and sneak.
Scroungers. Motive said I could find a metal panel in one of their scrap piles.
We'll take some meds. My mount doesn't even want any part of it. He's like, nope. You got yourself in this mess, you get yourself out. Oh, jeez. Power cell.
Through the scrap piles for a metal panel.
Come on, no whammies.
No metal panel. Better check another scrap pile.
Could it be the purple one?
I think I have everything I need for Nildiv. Good thing, too. I can use a decent meal. Bet a dyer would be interested in this.
Another blue chest up here. Okay, I think I got all the loot. Where's my ride? Oh, some loot. Stay right there. I gotta name my mount. I should call him Chargy. Speedster. I had been spotted. Yeah, I think Chargy's his name. Chargy, you stay out here. You can't come in. Yeah, mounts cannot enter. Sorry, Chargy.
Ah, there you are. I happen to receive another visit from Ulven himself. He was pushy, but I stood my ground. And dare I say it, I even got my own back. Yes, I did.
I'm listening.
When I made his meal, I used 3 pinches of salt. Instead of 2.
Each journey begins with a single step, I guess.
Excuse me.
I think I have everything you asked for.
Then just as you have inspired me, let us see if I can return the favor. Time to cook.
Face makes it say it's good.
Wow. Nildiv, that was inspired.
Next time you want the best provisions, you know where to find me. And your next order of any dish will be on the house.
Thanks. And don't forget to stand up for yourself.
Funny you should say that. As it happens, I'm already cooking up my next portion of resistance. Hope to see you again.
So I was trying to figure, okay, here we go. I was gonna wonder, it was like, what do they do? So food provides temporary benefits and skill boost. Nilduf's meal has reduced your concentration recovery time. Bring ingredients to cooks throughout the world to purchase food. But only one food effect can be active at a time. That's cool. Okay, well I think this is a good place to quit. Sorry for the, again, more long cutscenes, but I thought it'd be good for you guys to see even the cutscenes for the story as for the side quests and stuff. So next episode, we'll continue to the embassy so we can make our way to the Forbidden West. So if you want to continue to watch this series or any other series I put out, just hit that like button or hit the subscribe button, sorry. And if you like this video, give it a like. Other than that, until the next episode, bye.